Hello everyone, my name is Miranda and today I'm here to do a little mini graphic novel wrap-up kind of review because I recently read 3 graphic novels all in a row, and rather than doing individual reviews for all of them, I thought why not make a video about kind of little mini reviews for each of them. So starting off, and these are really the 3 graphic novel series that I follow the most. Like, I read other comic trades, but these are definitely the ones that like I look out for the new volumes and borrow them from the library because I'm cheap. So the first one is Lumberjanes, and this is the Band Together comic trade, and I really like this one, guys. I think this was my favorite Lumberjanes one so far. Lumberjanes is a really awesome, kick-ass, girl power graphic novel series. If you have not read it yet, it is beautiful and amazing, and I promise you will love it. It's about this group of friends who all get together at summer camp and go on these crazy, wacky, mystical, magical adventures. Like, literally, there's been so many different type of supernatural beings and phenomena in the series, and this one was about mermen, or merpeople as they like to be called. It was great too because this also had in the beginning the flashback to the first day of camp when all the girls were arriving, and it was really cool to see kind of the origins because Joe and April know each other, of course, but everyone else had to kind of meet, and I like seeing all the different lives, you know how all their families are very different. I really like getting to see that. And also Ripley had an amazing backstory, guys, let me just tell you. So I really like this. I think, again, it's my favorite one so far, and I just think the art looks so amazing in this one, and just, I mean, mer people, I'm here for it. So I really liked it, guys, and it just cemented how strong the girls' friendship is again, and I'm so excited for the next one. I just hope you found the one you've been looking for. You ever get a song stuck in your head and then all day you're just like, I hate this song? After that, I read Volume 3 of Gotham Academy, and this one is probably the only DC comic that I actually follow right now. Gotham Academy and Lumberjanes, I'm pretty sure, actually have a crossover that I got one of the comic books, but like just one of the single issues, so I haven't read it yet because I want to get all of them before I start to read it so I don't have to worry about cliffhangers and all that. But Gotham Academy, man, oh man, oh man, I really like this series. It's not top, like it's not always grand. It does have some plot holes that kind of drags a bit, but this one was really cool because it's called Yearbook, so it's like a bunch of little mini stories all wrapped up into one comic as they're going through their yearbook and trying to figure out like, oh, what should we put in it? Kind of like, and I really like those episodes, you know, like Golden Girls did it, I think Friends had a couple of them, where like they all just kind of sit around and tell you little short stories that you've never heard before but that are really funny. That's what this one was generally, and I liked it because it wasn't anything too serious. Like, it was funny, and we also got to see more interaction between characters that don't normally interact together all the time because they were interacting in these little stories that we've never heard of. So, like, Kyle was in it a bit more than he normally is because Kyle normally never has anything to do in that, like, let's be honest. Tristan was in it with Palm. He had a really awesome storyline that I liked, and there's also, like, hints at, like, I don't know, it's a mini hint about Colton. Like, I thought Colton was going to get together with Palm, but then she hints at, like, him having this secret that she's going to reveal, but she doesn't reveal it in this one, and I'm super intrigued to what it's going to be like. Does he have a crush on Kyle or something like that? I don't know. And then, I don't know what's going on in the bigger DC world right now, but this one in the beginning and also, like, kind of throughout focused on the Robins and how, like, they're banned, I guess, from being Robin like anyone, and there are like 55,000 Robins in this universe. Like, all these students are getting in trouble and getting expelled for being Robins. So that's going to be interesting, and I think that's going to play more in with Volume 4. But I like this one. I think it's also probably maybe my second favorite. I like the first one the best, but I think this one was just cute in that you got to see a different side of all of them and just have kind of wacky, zany adventures. And I liked it, and I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 stars. And then last up, my favorite girl, y'all. I read Miss Marvel, Volume 6, Civil War 2. And this, guys, as you may or may not know, again, I'm not paying too much attention to the overall Marvel world, and I haven't been following the Civil War 2 comics, but I know that it's like Captain Marvel versus Iron Man, and it's about this kid who can, like, see events into the future. Captain Marvel wants to use him to prevent events and, like, lock up criminals before they do things, but then Iron Man and everyone that's on his team is like, well, then you're basically locking up people who haven't done anything yet. Like, you're locking up people because of the possibility that they did something, and like that's like super illegal. So I have to say, in this case, shockingly, I am on Iron Man's side. Like, this will probably never happen again, but I'm actually on Iron Man's side. And this one was really interesting because it's about Miss Marvel, and obviously I think everyone was really shocked when Civil War came out and she wasn't on Captain Marvel's side. But this one explains how, because originally she of course is like, Captain Marvel, yeah, I'll do what you want, girl, I got you. But then she has to go through the growing process that I think if you're not too much into the comic books, but you saw Civil War, the movie, she goes through basically what both Tony and Steve go through when they are kind of cemented on their side. She has a moment like that, and it is so absolutely heartbreaking because man. Like, before, Kamala has been all about like trying to balance her Miss Marvel life with her school life and her friends and try and just keep it all together, and this is the first time I would say it really and truly implodes. And even if you read like the description for volume 7, it's all about her being alone because she's kind of lost everything. She's lost Miss Marvel, she's lost some of her friends. She is truly alone, and I think it's going to be such a good growth period for her in realizing like how much she is willing to sacrifice and how much she has to stand on her own and be her own person without sacrificing who she is and who she wants to surround herself with. So it was a super intense comic book. Not gonna lie, I cried like a baby at a certain point that if you read it, you probably know what it is. But I just think this is really a good turning point, I feel like, for the Miss Marvel comics, because she is, again, truly on her own, kind of. Like, this isn't her trying to prove herself. This is her being like, I messed up big time, and now I really don't have anyone to turn to. Like, she just feels like her whole axis is off is how this one ends. And it's so good, guys. I really loved it. I think this might also be my favorite Miss Marvel comic book. It was just so amazing, and like the way it set up the future for this world is so intense and so heartbreaking, and I highly recommend you read this one because, man, it is heartbreaking, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. So there you have it. Those are the comic books I read. We got 1, 2, 3 right here, and I really love them all. I think they were pretty much all my favorites in the series, which is really cool. And I am just super excited to read the next volumes. Miss Marvel doesn't come out until August, though. I'm like, what the frick? This came out in December, and now we have to wait 8 months for the next one. So, thanks a lot, Marvel. Thank you. But if you've read any of these series or any of these volumes in particular, please feel free to leave your thoughts about it down below in the comments. And also make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel down below to be told when I make all sorts of new videos. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!